Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? Anthony Morrison here, and welcome to tonight's Success Connection. No matter where you're tuning in from, I hope you are tuning in having had an amazing Thursday and being excited about the path that we have in front of us, right? Super excited to have all of you here. Do me a favor. If you are new to the Success Connection, make sure that you join our Facebook group, okay? Facebook group is completely free, costs you nothing, and it's just a great place for you to connect with, all of the people who are in the Success Connection community, all of the people who are working each day to do the same thing you're working to do, and it costs you absolutely nothing. So go there, go.dsc.com/group. Make sure you get enrolled into there. It's free, and then of course, very important, let's also, Nick, I tell you what, let's give away some cash in the group. Guys, if you go and you post in the group right now and you let everyone know you are live on the Success Connection, I'm going to get Nick to give 2 people a $50 cash prize. So Nick, in the next 2 to 3 minutes, man, I want you to just tag a couple of people and give them $50 cash prize just for going to our Facebook group right there, go.vsc.com/group, and making a post letting everybody know you are live on the Success Connection. All right. Now, for those of you that are new here, I am going to turn my camera on in just a second. I'm not going to lie, I'm eating a peppermint right now. I'm trying to keep myself awake, and so I don't want you to see me like smacking a peppermint around in my mouth. I may have to turn the camera on anyway. I may have to leave the peppermint in. We'll see. But I'm on limited sleep this week, guys. Limited sleep. But if you are new to the Success Connection, I want to welcome you. Say thank you for being here. Congratulations on being here, and we look forward to providing a lot of value for you. Right? We have a lot of students that are joining us tonight from all over the world, but a lot of students that are joining us, that are part of my Partner with Anthony program, my Ambassador program, my YouTube Masterclass. We have a lot of different programs. What I want to make sure that everybody's clear on, especially if you're new, is that what we teach here on the Success Connection really doesn't have anything to do with any of those courses. It's not a continuation. This is not like the coaching or whatever from that by any means. This is something I do for free for all of my students, where everybody kind of comes together and we kind of just work as one group, okay, to build businesses with you and for you, okay? So we build a lot of businesses for you, but we're also doing that work with you so that you can learn how to do it for yourself. And every business that we build out here is a business that you can use for, and tie into all your other programs, okay? You have to look at, Partner with Anthony, the Ambassador program, my YouTube course, Inbox Inner Circle, all of these things. These are educational programs that are teaching you specific types of marketing, specific types of activity and processes and frameworks that work together cohesively, okay? They all work together. They can all be tied together. In the past, we talked about stacking funnels, right? And they can all stack together. So if you're a new student, don't freak out. We've got everything situated for you. It's super easy for you to follow along. And tonight, we're going to do a little something different, something we've not done before, I don't think, at least not in a long time. But we're going to start the process of building out a brand new business for you, okay? And it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I do like to always take just a few minutes on Thursday nights. Let me see if I can't get my webcam on now. Forgive me, but I will have to keep my peppermint in. I'm not feeling the best today. You can probably see I have red marks under my eyes and such. Listen, I'm in week 2 of the emerald funnel, right? And her little funnel it's deep, right? And I love her and she's cute, but we're already facing things that, you know, look, and I think I find this is part of my message, right? For tonight before we get into the funnel stuff, okay? And I think I always think it's intelligent for me to give you this advice and give you this feedback because it does help us when we expand our minds and we start thinking a little differently about situations. But I made a post on my Facebook account that said something to the effect of, you know, I made two observations today that rang really true. And that is, number one, that, you know, I've been you know, even though there's a ton of chaos around us in the world, and there is, right? And every time we look up, there's the negative, right? Our gas prices are going up, inflation's at an all-time high. You've got war in Russia and with Russia and Ukraine. You've got a pandemic that, you know, for all practical purposes, has just brought the country and the world to a halt for the last 2 years, right? You've got massive division amongst people, be it by their political stance, more so than I've seen in my lifetime anyway, where people are just so divided. You've got massive division by people literally just because of their skin color, right? You've got massive division with people because of their, you know, their preferences to, you know, to be, you know, gay, lesbian, you know, straight, whatever the case may be. There's so much negative in this world right now. And in the last 3 to 4 years, it has just ramped up that I think sometimes we get caught in that blizzard, you know, of negativity. And even though there's so much good going on in our lives and there's so much good around us, we truly can't see it because we're blinded by all of the negative that we're seeing every day, right? How many of you feel that way? How many of you feel like you've lived through that or are living through that right now? I know I do, right? Tons and tons of negative. And I was sitting in my house the other day and a gift came in for Emerald from a friend of mine on Facebook. This is someone who, no lie, I think I've spoken to 3 times. And I opened this gift and I'm like, what the heck? Like, he sent this really awesome gift. It was customized with her little name on it and everything. And I just thought to myself, like, man, I am surrounded by good. I looked around my house at the gifts that have come in, and I don't need them, right? I can afford to buy anything in the world for my daughter. It's not that I need the gifts. It's that I notice all of these people that took out like time, energy, money, thought to go do something for me because of this, you know, this event in my life, because I had a child, you know, and I just thought to myself, man, what a great, like, the world isn't a bad place, right? Perspective is everything. Like, the world is really not bad. We're not surrounded, like, all of those people, some were black, some were white, some were Asian, right? Some I'm sure are Democrats, some I'm sure are Republicans, right? I mean, they're all of the division that we see, yet everybody has been so great to us, right? All of you have left me just tons of messages in our Facebook group and congratulated me on, you know, having a child and on being a father and all these things. And I think to myself, I'm like, wow, we are so blinded by all of the negative stuff because it is pushed on us so much that we lose perspective. We focus, we like it's like changing the perspective of the lens, right? Where the negative shines through and the positive is kind of hidden. The positive you just take in stride because the negative you're so focused on, right? Observation number 2, I've been kind of a crappy friend, right? I haven't been a good friend. I didn't know because I wasn't tuned in with kids, right? How much it took, how many things children need, how many little sets of clothes a child goes through in one day, right? The expenses that are involved in all of that. And that as a good friend, I probably should have been buying gifts for my friends and that have had children along, which is basically all of my friends that have had kids before me, right? I've been a bad friend. because I didn't know any different. So I failed, right, at that task because I didn't have somebody to teach me. I didn't know what I didn't know. Now I say all that because, look, I'm a humble person. I don't mind humility. Like, I haven't done a good job, right? And that sucks. I wish I had. I hope I didn't offend my friends, when I didn't buy them things and when I just wasn't taught to do that. I didn't know about it, I didn't understand the scope of having a child. But I also realized that, there's a lot about that relates to you and how I teach you. I tell you, you don't know what it is you don't know. And you don't know how to do certain things because you haven't been through that process. If you struggle right now in your online business, it's no different really than me struggling to be a good friend, right? Than me failing to be a good friend, because I didn't know any different. I didn't have someone teach me, right? And if you're struggling to have success and all you focus on is the struggle, and all you focus on is the 2 or 3 little things that can derail you, right? Then you're blinded by the negative, and you've chosen to not change the perspective of your lens so that you can focus more on the positive, the wins, the things that you're doing good. And that will kill success, 100%. So I want to challenge all of you tonight to change that perspective of your lens. Each day, and I want you to do this between now and next Thursday, okay? And I'm going to give away a cash prize for doing this, so write this down. Each day, between now and next week, I want you to write down 3 things, 3, that you did good. 3 things that you did good that day. 3 things, not 3 things to be grateful for. Not, I'm grateful that it was 100 degrees outside and not 12 because I hate the cold weather. No, we can all be grateful for many things. I want you to talk about 3 things you did where you did good, right? I'll give you an example. I wrote an email for my autoresponder. Simple, but it's a positive. I sent an email to my email list. I'm using the Clickly program. I sent 5 emails today, made $60. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up, right? I'm in partner with Anthony. I completed session 3 today. I got my ClickFunnels account today. All of those things are things you are winning with. All of those things are positive things. All of those things are taking you from where you're at and getting you closer to where you want to be. Because here's what's going to happen. There are going to be some negatives. You are going to make some mistakes. You are going to focus on those mistakes. You are going to harp on those mistakes, and you are going to let those mistakes dictate everything for you, unless you start writing down the positives. You write down your wins. I hate to use war analogies, so maybe I won't right now. I don't think it's appropriate. Baseball games, they're 9 innings long. At the end of the game, the team that won typically lost a few times during that game, the 9-inning game. So it's very possible that the team that ends up winning, 6-3, lost the 3rd inning 3-0, right? But through a series of small wins, they won the actual game, right? They won the whole game. Your business is the same way. You're going to always take a step forward, maybe a half a step back. And maybe you might take 2 steps forward. Oh my gosh, you might take 4 steps back, right? It's a constant push and pull, push and pull, push and pull until you dial in your business. You have to have conviction. You have to have dedication. And you have to be willing to put in the time to make it really work. Example, Partner with Anthony. I started that program in 2019. So I had 19, 20, 21, and now 22, 4 years into that program. It was a lot of going backwards, only to figure out something good and run forward. And then I'd get pulled back again because something else wouldn't work, and I'd run forward, right? It was a lot of push and pull until I dialed it in to where now I'm getting results, right? I have students, you can see in the Facebook group, there's a couple of people, I take screenshots all the time of people that that are successful when they post in the Facebook group. Anthony Bates, you made $748.50 that we sent you, and then I think you made let's see, you made another sale for $4.98. That's probably one of those Partner with Anthony sales. Let's see, Richard Johnson posted, well, that's in the email incubator group, posted, made some sales. So did Larry. I mean, like, I just go through my phone. I take screenshots when I see them in the group. Who is this? Well, Tanya. Oh, yeah, there you go. Renee Hayes made a sale. Who says free advertising doesn't work? Make a little longer with consistency, but we'll get there. So making sales. The point is now I'm able to get results for my students, but it wasn't that way out of the gate. I had to really work hard to dial it in. You see what I'm saying? So I want all of you to be willing to put in the work to dial in your business. I'm willing to put in the work here with you every week. We have a support staff, so I'm willing to work with them. I'm willing to help you be successful, but you've got to help yourself first. And part of helping yourself is also holding yourself accountable. You notice how I said, I've been a bad friend. I hold myself accountable for that. I've texted my good friends and apologized to them and said, listen, I am so sorry I did not make a big deal out of you having kids. Some of you are on your third one now, and I suck, and I'm sorry. But I've learned. So if you have a fourth one, I'm there for you. Most of them wrote me back and said, hell no, I'm not having another one. I'm like, just have another one so I can repay the favor, so I can do the right thing. And they're like, it ain't worth it. We ain't doing it. I'm like, that's not good to say to somebody that just had them. They're like, I'm out of the diaper phase. I'm like, thank you. I'm living that. Thank you. Payback. So, but the point is, you gotta be accountable, right? Now, all of you, I love everybody, okay? And I want all of you to succeed. But I also want to be honest with you. I also want to teach you accountability. Some of you, not all of you, small group, but some of you refuse to be accountable. You reply to marketing emails with questions, right? Similar to if you reply to Best Buy's newsletter with a question, you won't get an answer, right? This is important to understand. We give you so many support addresses and ways to connect with us and contact us and ask us questions. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to get to our support staff, right? There's no real reason. We take hundreds, sometimes thousands of support tickets a day. So you got to be held accountable for that. You have to do the right thing. You have to follow those instructions, right? And if you don't, then you need to hold yourself accountable. It's not a slap on the wrist. It's not a putting you down and shaming you type thing. It's, gosh, I got to do better. Because here's the thing that I have learned. And I'll end with this and I'll get on to marketing because I know you guys don't want to hear me preach all the time. But sometimes I feel like it's important because I have a forum. I have people listening to me, and I want you to learn from my mistakes. If we don't admit when we've done something wrong or when we're not right, we never strive to be any better. If I can constantly put the blame on someone else, if I could easily say, you know what, my wife should have bought gifts for all these kids, all my friends' kids. That's not a guy thing, right? I mean, I could say that, it might not be right, but I could say that. I could push the blame off, right? But then I never learned to be a better person. I never learned to change and to adapt and to grow. We have to take accountability for the things that happen in our lives in order for us to grow. And I want all of you to be growing. I want you to be exceeding expectations. I want you to be excelling in everything that you do. And in order to do that, you've got to hold yourself accountable. So my message to you tonight, before I get into my marketing stuff, is do not let little things derail you. Do not focus and be so mad that you think that this one thing you did has destroyed everything, that's all you can focus on, and you can't see the forest for the trees. You're so blinded by the negative that you haven't changed perspective to see all the positive you've accomplished for the week, right? I want you to avoid that. I want you to have accountability when you make mistakes so that you learn not to make them a second time, right? I want all of you to do this. And in order to do it and to stay on track, I want you to put it into our Facebook group, okay? Every single day, 3 things that you did great, 3 things that you accomplished in your business. Let's just put this in here. We're going to go in and write it for you. Next week, we're going to have a little contest. Post every day 3 things you did great at in your business that day. Okay. And here's the thing. I want you to do hashtag. I want you to always, well, let's just put it like this. I want you to include hashtag great in your post. That way I can see it, okay? I am going to pick multiple winners and give you a $2,000 credit for courses. What that means is I'm basically going to give you a credit to get any of my courses, all of them, a bunch of them, whatever, up to $2,000 completely free, okay? And if you happen to have purchased a course, okay, any course, upwards of $2,000, I'll refund you, okay? That way, if you already have the course you want and you don't need more, I'll refund you. As long as it's going towards your education, I'm happy. So that's the contest that we're going to run this week, going into next week. I think it would be very wise for all of you to participate, and that will start off with tonight, okay? So we'll start off with tonight. Now, let's see. Important to note, let's just go through this real quick. We are building you a business, okay? And I'm gonna go through this really, really fast because I'm gonna start building. I got stuff I need to give you, okay? We've been talking about building a new business model, okay? We talked about looking at who is our customer, who is the avatar that we're looking to sell to, okay? We broke this down. We're like, all right, who is our customer? Over here on the right-hand side is kind of what we chose. Our customers, both male and female, they're in the 35 to 55 range, live anywhere in the world, doesn't matter if they're married or single. Their goal is they want to make money, they want to build an online business, they want financial freedom because they want time freedom. Ultimately, they want a better life, okay? How do they get there? And how do we help people get there? Well, we have to define our business model, okay? What I think we want to do, and this is just kind of my advice, is affiliate marketing or product creation. They're always going to be the best, right? They're going to be the best ways for you to generate revenue. Now you can do Amazon stores and all this stuff, but honestly, I don't know that it's the smartest thing. Affiliate marketing and product creation, those are pretty good. Product creation, you get to keep 100%. Affiliate marketing, you're only getting a percentage. But all in all, it still works really well, right? You need to create a business plan, okay? So that means we need to figure out what tools are needed for somebody to accomplish this, right? To make this shift. What services could they need? And how can we get customers? And then we have to start talking about the customer journey. And this is the important part, and this is the reason why we're all here. We're going to put people into a members area. And that members area is kind of a roadmap. It's a journey, right? Think of it as the start, like session 1 is kind of like when you start a new journey in life. It's like if you move to a new city and it's like day 1 that you're there. You don't know anything, right? So first impressions matter. But as you move through, as days go by, you start learning things. You learn where the post office is. You learn where the grocery store is. You learn how to do this. You learn how to do that. You maybe get a job there. You start integrating yourself, right? The same thing happens in the members area. The first day you get there, okay, is like day 1, session 1. And then as we progress through the members area, we want to start giving out resources, suggesting different software, suggesting and teaching the things that people really need in order to be able to succeed at what you're teaching, right? It's very important. You also want to have support for your clients. So basically, we wrote out the journey, and we did this last week, kind of the journey that we want to follow and we want to teach, okay? Module 1 is essentially like getting people prepared, okay? You don't have to teach them anything, I think substantial about building a business. It's all about mindset, goals, positive reinforcement. You want to acknowledge their goal and what it is that they want to accomplish, okay? And then you want to help them understand that as they go through this journey, you're going to help them achieve that goal, right? You want to try to remove fear, because oftentimes we make a decision, but we're scared the minute we get there. Have any of you ever seen people that go up and do bungee jumping? Okay, they're on the journey, right? They say they're on the ground, and then they decide they're going to go do a bungee jump. And when they get to the very top, right, the very top up there, they're like on module 1, right? They hadn't done anything yet. What do? Freak out. They go crazy. They're scared, and they want to turn back. Module 1 is all about acknowledging that somebody might be scared, okay, but explaining to them and teaching them and educating them on why they don't have to be and how it's going to be okay. And as you go through this course, there's going to be help, there's going to be resources, and there's going to be like blueprints, formulas, strategy, step by step that's going to teach you how this is done. So don't be scared, because you have to remove that fear from somebody in the first module, or else they're not going to do anything else. Just part of it. All right. Module 2 is you want to present the business plan. So we're going to present the business plan. Mind you, I'm going to film all these for you, okay? But you want to present the business plan, okay? In this case, we're going to teach them affiliate marketing and email marketing, all right? And you want to show why the business makes sense. So why does it make sense to do this? So you want to explain, again, you're still trying to sell people when they're on session 2, right? This is like putting the harness on somebody when they're up there getting ready to jump, right? You're still selling them. Don't worry, look, do you see how tight this thing is? Do you see how it holds in here? We have thousands of people jump, that kind of thing. You still got to do that, right? Module 3, start building your business. Okay, this is where we start getting people to actually do something, right? We talked about how you were going to make money as an affiliate in this particular business model. One will be getting people to purchase domain names. You'll see that right here, okay? A domain name is required for all businesses, so it just makes sense that we We teach people how to get a domain name, right? You can make money from that. Step 4, we get their domain live. So we're going to explain hosting and the cost, and we're going to introduce them to ClickFunnels, okay? And the reason is because ClickFunnels, for all its, cracked up, all the stuff that people talk about it, the one thing that people don't realize is that even if you don't have a website builder, you still got to pay for hosting. So it's like you're still going to be spending money on hosting. So if you go buy hosting and have no way to build a web page, so now you've just got this hosting account, what good is that? Now you still got to go find out how to build a web page. Or you can just buy ClickFunnels and you get the hosting and the web page together, right? And you can build as many web pages as you want, and it's all drag and drop. It's just easier. So we're going to get people to get this tool, right? Module 5. We're going to give them the final software that they need. We're going to explain email marketing. We're going to educate them. We're going to teach them. And then we're going to send them to get an email marketing platform to send emails from. Probably GetResponse. That's what I typically refer people to, but you can refer people anywhere you'd like. I'm going to set it up so that you can refer them anywhere. But GetResponse is typically the best one, just for beginners. And then Module 6 is to download your funnel. So this is where we're going to give them a done-for-you funnel to help them start building their email list, okay? We're going to show them how to connect everything up. So this is where we build the business. This is where we put all the pieces together, okay? And then Module 7, we're going to explain traffic because, hey, traffic is the key, right, to building a business. Now, we're going to do all that for you, by the way. So for those of you that are new, don't worry. You don't have to teach any of this. I'll do it for you. I'm just explaining the business. Always important that you understand, like, what is the business, right? Okay. And so we're going to charge $7 for this. You can also give it away for free. Because if you give it away for free, tons of people are going to join it, which means tons of people are going to go through it. They're going to go through the modules, and they're going to buy all the stuff. So just an FYI, it may not hurt you to give it away for free, okay? All right, so what that brings us to is that this week, we need to start looking at our members area and an opt-in page, because here's how this funnel will go, okay? So it's important that you understand the funnel. This is the funnel, and I've forgotten to draw this. Last week I was playing with Emerald on here, and so I need to draw this out. Okay, so the very first thing is you need an opt-in page. Okay, so you're going to send traffic, which we'll talk about later, to this opt-in page. Once somebody opts in, okay, two things have to happen, as you guys know. One is they go on your email list. Two is they go to what we call a sales page, okay, with a video and then a button. Now again, people don't have to buy it. You could give it away for free, okay? It's totally up to you. You can test it both ways, all right? Once they buy, if they're buying, we might have what we call an OTO page. Okay, now let me explain what an OTO is. All right, for those of you that are new. This is called an upsell. You hate them. I get it. Look, I hate upsells. I had somebody that I was talking to just the other day that kept trying to upsell me, and I'm like, listen, man, like, I don't want the upsell. And I mean, he was just like all in on these upsells, you know, I mean, just like crazy upsells. And I'm like, don't want the upsells. I'm probably not going to buy the upsells. I'm probably not going to buy anything if you don't stop, you know. And he just kept on and on and on and on and on. And so drove me crazy. But I know that you hate upsells, but you have to have them. So at the end of the day, most businesses would not be able to sustain commerce if there was no such thing as an upsell. That's how businesses make money, because humans buy more. right? That's just the crux of it. So if I can get you an upsell in here, it just means you're going to make more money, okay? And oftentimes that money is necessary to offset the cost of traffic, all right? So if all this is new to you, don't worry, I'm gonna build this for you. I just like to explain it so you understand it and know it, okay? So you have this OTO page. Once somebody buys from there, then they go into the members area, and that members area has all the sessions, okay? And then we're just gonna color in the ones that are gonna make you money. I'm just gonna color in 3 just as examples, okay? And this might take them to get response. This might take them for let's do that. A domain name, okay? And then this might take them for ClickFunnels. And all of these are things that you make money on, all right? And then you have your list, which you will send promo emails out, okay? And these promo emails will also make you money, okay? So lots of places that you can make money in a model like this. This is the model that that I use, and it's really and truly it's the model that works the best. You know, it really is. So what we have is a few assets that we need to build. We need an opt-in page, a sales page, an OTO page, a members area page, and then number 5 is we need an OTO product. So we need something to sell, right, as our upsell. And then number 6 is we need the main course product and videos. Okay, so what I'm showing you is how you can literally draw out, define, and basically build an entire business. Okay, very quickly, very easily, very strategically. So let me show you something. Let's talk about this opt-in page. Okay, when you go into ClickFunnels, if this is your ClickFunnels account, okay, what you will do is I'm going to give you a funnel, but I wanted to show you how you can do this from scratch. You click Build New Funnel, okay, and ClickFunnels has all this stuff. What I typically use is I'm saying, hey, I want to collect emails, and then I'll name this. This is going to be called Selling System 2022, and I'm going to make it like this for me because I'm gonna get. Oh goodness. There we go. Because I'm gonna give this to you, and you click Build Funnel. Okay. Now, when you click Build Funnel, it's gonna automatically add these steps in here, this landing page and thank you page. Okay, as it builds the funnel, because ClickFunnels technically goes out and builds the funnel part for you, not the pages, but the funnel. Okay, and then you get to choose from some of their pages, right? Some of their template pages. Now, we obviously have a ton in here, and I don't even know if it'll load all of ours because I use ClickFunnels so much. I'm sure all of you can see that there's just a ton of pages in here that you can see it's starting to try to load it. So it's got all these different pages. Okay. Now, there's one specific that I want to use for this that I personally think will do really, really well. And this obviously has a bunch in here, guys, that students built, okay? Because a lot of you have built funnels. But if you start looking, like Russell gives you some pages in here, right? Like this is a mother funnel squeeze page. I'm gonna preview it just so you can see it faster. And it's something similar to this, right? Now, I don't really like the style of page. I think it's too long for an opt-in page, to be totally honest with you. When you look at some of these things that Russell has built and that they give you, I don't necessarily think they're bad. I just don't think they're great, right? And now you can kind of see some of these that are, that are coming up, right? And look, everybody has their own, kind of their own opinion on what looks good and what doesn't. Let me explain what I think works well, what I've seen work the best. It's a page similar to this, okay, that just simply doesn't have anything in the background. Like, in other words, me on the background, has worked really, really well, okay? Something very simple, very easy, headline front and center, you know, where it's like you can easily see that this is an opt-in page, has worked better for me than almost anything else on the planet. And you can see that I try a lot of different things, but stuff like this works better than anything else, right? So let's just select this template. Hold on. All right, so something like this has worked better for me. All right, I want you to take a look at this. This page has worked better for me than almost anything else that we've done, okay? So if we go in here and we edit this, all right, I want to show you what this looks like. So this would be like your opt-in page, all right? I'm actually using this opt-in page right now, and it's working extremely well for me. What you don't need is a PWA logo on there, and what you really don't need is any of this stuff, obviously, from me. Now, you guys can, I'm going to give you this, by the way, so don't worry. It looks like all of this I have blanked out anyway. So you can always have your copyright like this. This is kind of what I've started doing. It's just throwing my copyright down here. I'll leave these here just in case you want the links. But do you see how very simple this is? Like very, very simple, okay? Very easy to see, mobile and desktop. This particular page has worked extremely well for me in my testing. And I test an awful lot, right? I'm constantly testing new things to try to figure out if we can beat the controls, if we can, because we spend so much money on media, right? That it's important to me to, obviously, to, you know, to be able to do this and do it at a high level. Now, here's what you don't need. Once you have this page built, so you can see this right here. So you have this page. You don't really need a thank you page. So even though when you build the funnel, it builds this thank you page here, you don't really need that, because what we're going to do is we're going to build out a sales page, okay, for this product that we're creating. All right, so remember the funnel. We have the opt-in page. We want to send people to a sales page, okay, because we want to sell something at this point, right? So what we can do is we can go in here and just delete the thank you page because it's not necessary. All right, then what I do is I click add a new step, and again, you could do this on your own, right? Oops, sales page. And I just have to make some stuff up for this because I have so many pages in here. So we create a sales page. It'll show up in this funnel. And then you get to select from any of the templates that you may already have. Now, some of you may not have any templates, okay, in here. That's very possible that some of you have absolutely no templates. That's okay, because we're going to give you this template, all right? We're going to basically give you the thing that we're using, okay, and that we've built for you. As long as you have ClickFunnels, and if you don't, I'll give you a link to it in just a little while where you can get a free trial of it. You can just download these things where they just come straight into your account like this. Now, this is a video page that Adrian and I have been using right here that's extremely easy, okay? I mean, extremely easy to use, but works awesome, right? So I'm going to select this template, and it's very basic, right? It's very, very basic. But what we do is we're going to go in, we're going to edit it really easily, okay? We're going to eliminate the Morrison Brothers logo because there's no reason for that. We're going to call this the case study, okay? Obviously, we're going to remove this because this was relevant only to me. And then this will be apply now to get started. instead of, instead of doing the other. Now, obviously, we will remove my logo. I want you to see that you are actually getting my page. Like, this is a page we are currently, I bet you my pixels on here. Look at this. My pixel code from Facebook. I mean, I'm going to take it off, but like, these are things that are on this page that are on here because I'm running this myself. Look. So I'm going to remove this stuff, obviously, because this isn't relevant to what we're, what we're going to use this for. But I just want you to see that this is a page that we actually use, right? Like, we're actually using this. So what I'm doing is taking some of the stuff off, because look, a lot of times I'll build you something new, but ultimately what I think is probably more valuable to you is to flat out give you something I'm using. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up just give you something that I am actually using. And this is a page that I am actually using, Once we have this thing built, hold on, we've got that built. Let's just take a look at that page. Now, it shouldn't have a video because I deleted the video because I did delete the video. I just don't think it saved it. So I'll have to go check that because you don't want this video. So let me just pull that out again really quick. Maybe I forgot to take the video. Yeah, I forgot to take the video out. There we go. Make sure it's out on mobile. Always double check in ClickFunnels. There's this toggle here, desktop, mobile. Always check this, okay? Always, always, always check this, and make sure if you make a change on one, that change is reflected on the other, because if you have something that's set to only show for mobile, it can be really easy to forget it, right? And I do this all the time and I make a ton of mistakes and I hate it. Okay, so I know this video is gone now. It's just showing up because the cache, it takes a minute for ClickFunnels to, for all the pages to actually update, but I have removed that video, okay? So here's the thing. This is a very, very, very simple sales page. We don't need a whole lot, okay, of change. We don't need a whole lot of stuff, right? I think that simplicity is also important, and that's one of the things that we're really getting back to now, is making things simple, okay? You can see the video's gone now. So it's basically, here's my opt-in page, here's my sales page, and it's also the language that's used, okay? And that's important. Watch this video case study right now, okay? Now, one of the things that we will do is when we run this page, you'll see that this is probably already timed here because you didn't see it on the other. Let's just see how long is it timed. See how this says fade in, 11 minutes and 50 seconds later. I'm going to take this off for now, okay? And so what that means is it's just going to be there like right off. Oh, sorry, my screen was lagged. This right here. So these elements don't always show up. So notice how you don't see on the live page, you don't see the step 2. It's because it was timed. So if I go in here and I click on this little gear and I click on advanced and I click on animation, you'll see a button that says fade in. We can make something appear when we want it to appear on the page. Right now, I want everything to appear since we're building this together. So I'm going to put this at none, meaning I don't want there to be any delay. I just want it to show up, okay? That way, if I refresh this page, it should just show up. But again, it takes ClickFunnels just a second to update the cache. So give it a second, I'll refresh this page and it'll show up here because I have already saved it. But the point is that once we figure out what our language is going to be, and once we get our offer created, okay, once I film the video for you that sells this, we will time the step 2 button. It will not just be there, right? You can see it now. I just refreshed it. It's gonna be here. And here's why. You see how it says apply to get started? Language is everything. We call this a video case study, okay? And then the languages that you need to apply to get started. This is the type of language that converts better than watch this sales video, okay? I know this is a very basic page, but this page right here, just with a different video on it, we're spending about $4,000 a day on Facebook ads to this very page with these exact words on here because I haven't changed them, okay? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this tonight and I'm going to give you this tonight. I was going to give you the members area, but I just lost my mind. I'm like, oh, we'll give you the members area. I haven't even finished the pages in the funnel. I just got ahead of myself last week because I'm out of sync a little bit, given the fact that I have had very little sleep. My Little Emerald I love Little Emerald, but we're already like, I think I told you, I think I said this earlier, I can't remember. We're already experiencing parental 911s. We woke up the other day and her eyes were crusted closed, like just yellow crust, just all the way across. She couldn't even open her eyes. And so we put some wet, hot, warm paper or warm towels on her eyes and rags and everything, got them open. And pediatrician said that her tear ducts were clogged. And of course, Google is your worst nightmare because you only see negative. Remember, I always tell you that you only see negative on Google. I get on Google and they're like, yeah, this can last up to a year. And I'm like, oh my God, a year of this? So of course we're freaking out. We're like, we don't want a year of this. I don't want her to go through this for a year. Next day, she's fine. Like none, no crusty yellow clogged tear ducts, right? So needless to say, Little Emerald has taken up a lot of daddy's time. And my brain was not functioning last week. And I'm like, oh, you're in the members area because we have to build the other stuff first. Duh. So I'm giving you these two things tonight, okay? This page, which is a very good opt-in page, and this sales page, which is laid out the way that I want it laid out. I mean, when I tell you we test, I'm talking about we have tested the color of this copy. We have tested whether or not this should be gray. We have tested whether or not this should be timed. We've even tested whether or not the word case study should be up here, because these are the types of things that make they've really collectively, they make a difference in whether or not that the offer works, It just is what it is. So I'm giving you these two pages, okay? These two pages are going to be yours free tonight. So this is the funnel, all right? And of course, you see number one is this contest, right? Then there's the funnel. All right, number two is I'm going to give you the members area framework. Next week. And I also want to do another contest. I want you to build your own opt-in page. I want you to post it to the Facebook group. I want you to make sure it says hashtag, let's just do selling system 2022. So SS 2022. And I'll give away $100, or I'll buy these for $100, okay, random. So in other words, a random number of people, I'll buy them from you. So if you're a new student, what I do is I always give you an opt-in page, but then I challenge you to build one that I like better than mine. And I review them the next week. And if I like it better than I like mine, I give you $100 for it. And then I give that landing page to everybody. That way, the whole community benefits and everybody's participating and learning, okay, at the same time. So next week, I'm going to basically, obviously I'm running this contest, post every day, 3 things that you've done great in your business, okay? We're gonna give away a couple of the $2,000 credits. I'm also gonna give you the members area for the framework, because you'll notice that I have now given you the opt-in page, and I have given you this sales page. All right, so we need the OTO page in the members area. I'll probably give you the OTO page too, because that's pretty simple. So I'm gonna also give you the OTO page of the funnel. So that's pretty easy to do, right? So basically this one and this one I'll give you next week. Now, this is moving a lot swifter, a lot faster than most of our funnels. Once it gets to the part where I have to actually create the videos for these pages and the product, it takes me a little longer, right? But I can give you all these things next week. Now, if you are a new student and you're like, okay, great, where do I get all this stuff? Well, you get it here. This is your Success Connection student portal, okay? And this is where you can join our Facebook group. If you are not a member of it, you should be. There's no reason not to be. I can think of a million reasons not to be, or a million reasons you should not be. Anyway, all right. Second thing is follow me on YouTube. If you're not following me right now, we're doing a crazy giveaway in April. I sent an email about it last week, but I would check it out. And then if you don't have ClickFunnels, this is where you can get a free trial. Now let me explain something to you. This page and this page came straight out of my ClickFunnels account. I am able to give you this entire funnel here where it goes into your account completely free. It just goes, boom, puts right in your account, okay? Costs you nothing. But you've got to have a ClickFunnels account for me to do that, because ClickFunnels will allow me to share these funnels with you. So in order to get those funnels tonight, you need to go right here and click on activate your free trial, okay? And you can activate your free trial for 2 full weeks. You'll notice all these yellow lines. These are all businesses that we have built for students on the Success Connection over the years. Notice they all have a download button that's still here. That's because you're able to download all the businesses from all the years of the Success Connection, even if you're a new student tonight. You can go right in here and you can say, you know what? I want this lead-in business. Boom. And you can just download all the assets right here. Just boom, 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 boom. And you have them all in 5 minutes. And they're all downloaded in your ClickFunnels account. You got the pages, the funnels, the assets, the ebooks, everything. Completely free. Even if you weren't even a student when we were doing that, you still get it free, right? All right. Full stack business, all this. But what you want to do is come down here, all the way down here, where it says affiliate selling system. And I've made a mistake here. I put number 2. I'm going to change this. It's going to say selling system 2022. Nick, can you change that for me right now? I have Nick on here with us. So Nick, will you please change this so that it says selling system 2022 for me? That's what I want to name this. All right. And then Nick is going to add right now your download links. And so we're going to change this up. You can see that we were anticipating doing your membership area framework, but basically it'll be your opt-in page and your sales page, right? So Nick will get that stuff changed for me. Obviously it was set up for one thing and then I'm doing another, but that's typical really for me, to be honest with you, especially these days. But right here on this page, you'll be able to access, and I just haven't refreshed it, but Nick probably already has it fixed. You'll be able to access these things very quickly, very easily, and you'll be able to download them for yourself, which obviously is important because now you'll have those assets to use on your business, right? And for your own business. And I want to also be very clear on something to all of you, okay? And that is that essentially what happens with this is you get access to these pages, but they are your pages, okay? You can do with them whatever you want, all right? It doesn't, I have no control over this page once I give it to you, okay? And we continue to give you assets because obviously this is the best way for you to be able to succeed, right? I mean, it is truly just the best way for you to have a chance to succeed is for me to be able to build some of this stuff for you, right? And so for you to be able to have these assets and download these assets, I think is a big win for you as a student because it lets you skip the line and not have to try to worry about building the stuff, you know, for yourself, right? Well, this is a preview page. I can't really see, I can't refresh this page, but Nick told me he's made the changes, so it should be there. And you should see now selling system. Here, I'll tell you what, hold on one second. Let me see if I can't go. I always use the funnel preview page because usually when I build this stuff, it's let's just see if this page loads it with the updated. He may have already had it fixed before I load these pages on my computer like early in the day. Yep, it's already done. So right here, selling system 2022, and it says your opt-in and sales page, download now. When you click that button, it's going to give you this page and this page into your account. They belong to you at that point, okay? Now, something important for all of you that are new is that all these download links will quit working, okay, tonight at midnight. Reason for that is this page is password protected. I'm going to give you the password in just a minute, but it's a password protected page so that people don't steal all of my stuff, all the pages we've built for students, and give them away on the internet or charge for them worse, right? So I have to protect it. In order for you to get access to all of these businesses, which you can download all of them tonight if you want, but I definitely want you to download this one, okay, right here. You want to make sure you download this tonight so that you have these pages. In order to get this and not miss out on it tonight, you'll need to do it before midnight. Shouldn't be a problem. It takes 2 seconds. And like I said, if you don't already have ClickFunnels, then it's very easy to get it. You just go right here, click, and in 2 seconds, you can have a free trial set up, and then you can go download the funnels, right? Does it make sense, everybody? Yes? Okay, very good. So you should have that. So this is the membership, or this is the kind of the student portal, if you will, all right? And how do you get here? All you got to do is go here, go.thsc.com/funnel, and the password is journey, because that's basically what we're on together, is a journey to teach you how to build a business and how to build basically a selling system in 2022. So you can go to go.thsc.com/funnel. The password is journey. Make sure that you get ClickFunnels, and then download your funnels, especially the one that we built for you today would be very smart. And then make sure you do your homework, right? So your homework is to build one of these opt-in pages, and if you do, we could buy it from you for $100 next week, and then we'll give it to everybody. Be a great way for you to get some cash, but also some experience. Make sure that you are posting 3 things that you are winning at every day between now and next Thursday. And we'll be giving away a $2,000 credit to a few of you for courses. And if you have already recently purchased any courses, we'll just refund you. No big deal. It's basically $2,000, right, towards your education. So make sure that you've done that, and then we're going to give you the members area framework and the OTO page next week. So we got a lot of cool stuff that we're going to be giving you next week here on the Success Connection. But what you need to do is go to go.thsc.com/funnel, type in the password journey, make sure you join the Facebook group, get ClickFunnels, download this funnel, and have yourself set up for success here for this year and beyond. Whew. All right, I'm going home to see my little girl. She doesn't have a bedtime yet, so we got to see what happens with Success Connection once my kids are old enough to have like bedtimes, because it's 9 o'clock. Like it's 8 o'clock when I start, but I usually have to start by 7:30, like getting prepared and stuff like that. And then it's what, 9:15, 17, something like that here now. And then I got to drive home, so it'll be 9:30, 9:45. My kids will be in bed one day. What happens to Success? I don't know what to do. You got to tuck them in, At least I think I do. I have a lot of time to wait for that, I guess. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the training tonight. If you're new, would love some feedback. Leave me some feedback in the Facebook group. In fact, if you guys will leave me feedback on tonight's training in the Facebook group, Nick, will you go ahead and give away another $50 or so in the Facebook group to one person that leaves me some feedback on tonight? Just tell me what you thought about tonight, the training, how we're doing here, how much are you vibing with the Success Connection. I just want some feedback from you. Would love that. And we'll give away another cash prize. And then go ahead and go to go.thsc.com/funnel, type in the password journey. That'll get you to the page you see here on the screen, and you'll be able to get your ClickFunnels trial activated for free if you're new. Download your funnels, and then make sure that you show up here next week for the Success Connection. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Like I always say, do something this weekend that you haven't done and that other people aren't doing, and that's how you'll get ahead of the game, and that's the name of the game when it comes to winning online. Thank you so much for your time, for your energy, for your presence. I'm humbled always that so many of you join me here on Thursday nights to listen to what I have to say. I'm going to keep doing the very best that I can to serve you and to teach you. And I look forward to seeing you here next week, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.